All right, so I was wrong about XCN, and here's the new forecast. This is NC Hammer Crypto. My name's Neil. We keep technical analysis short and sweet. Let's get into it. So Bitcoin, we saw had a major bearish day here just the other day, and it pushed back below its all-time high. Not looking the best for Bitcoin. However, we do want to see that this candle do a bullish engulfing would be nice, where it comes up to the top of this orange candle and closes and holds. However, I have this blue outline right here, which is from a previous time in Bitcoin, but this isn't exactly accurate. This is just speculation. Like I was saying, we could be pushing down to 107, which actually just happened the other day, even potentially 100. Looking at this, it looks as low as 96. But keeping that in mind, with this one bar, it kind of destroyed a lot of the potential breakouts for the other currencies, which brings me to Doge. Doge was trying to break this 0.24 area, and it got rejected with the bearish candlestick on Bitcoin. However, it is still bullish in my opinion. It had the inverse head and shoulders. It's holding above the 200 EMA, and I believe we're going to start curving back up to around 48 cents. BNT honestly didn't get hit as hard as a lot of the other coins with its massive pump up. It is trying to get some support around this 0.70 cents, but we do want to see this stay above this point right here on this wick. We could even see a retracement all the way down to touch off the 200 EMA. But just keep that in mind, BNT still has a lot of upside. LCX, I also do GRT and ABT. LCX, it had that nice pop, but it did not have a continuation up with this wedge. I'm still sticking out of LCX till we see some kind of support, maybe holding above this previous high, but it does not look like that's happening. So we could see a continuation a little bit downwards or consolidation, at least with LCX. XYO had a tiny dip with the bearish candle on Bitcoin. It is below the 200 EMA still. It's trying to push above this fair value gap. I believe we could see a push up here to around 0.01, a little bit of consolidation before trying to test this 0.015 and start moving up to 0.02. QNT is actually looking like one of the better ones. It's holding above the 200 EMA. It's trying to test this downward black trend line, which is its resistance. It's getting a bullish engulfing here where it had the orange candle, and we want the blue candle here for the daily to hold and close above roughly 98.35 and see a break over this downward trend line. I believe that could be over the weekend on a Monday, maybe Tuesday, whenever the markets start picking back up. I believe we are going to see some big news and some big profits from QNT. So I personally have been stacking a bag, even though it's around 100. And we could have a rejection, but it's looking pretty bullish. We just want to see Bitcoin move up a little bit more. XRP, everyone's favorite besides XCN, forming out a bigger inverse head and shoulders, broke the downward trend line, holding above the 200 EMA, tested around the 0.618 and had a rejection. I believe we're going to start moving back up towards that 2.64 line. And important dates here in June, I believe they're going to postpone it till November. But we may see some bullish movement more around here in the next month. XCN. So I said I was wrong about XCN. I don't think I was wrong about XCN. I did think it was going to have a little bit stronger consolidation above this downward trend line. However, that did not happen. So when you move all this stuff out of the way, we want to see it hold over these green lines right here, the CM guppy. This pink line is important to start building some support and moving upwards. 200 EMA, it's holding over that on the daily. All of this is looking very good for XCN when you look at the big picture. A major cup, a major handle, and then you could consider these cup and handles in here, like this being a cup, and then a little handle forming, but eventually this is going to start pushing up past this high being 4 cents, or nearly 5 cents, and pushing up past 18 cents overall in the long term. So that's a minimum of 10x, and I highly recommend investing in XCN, but I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. XLM is similar to the looks of GRT, which I will show next. Inverse head and shoulders, a further retracement, still holding above the 200 EMA, which is nice. We do want to see some volume pickup. If you look at the parts down here, right around here, this volume, you do want to see this start building up and getting some more momentum for XLM. I believe any entry above 0.32, you will start making some pretty decent profit. Is also tax-free in the United States, so if you hold that coin, it's very beneficial for capital gains tax that you don't have to pay. GRT, when you're looking at XLM and GRT, very similar setup. However, GRT is not holding above this upward trend line, and it's still below the 200 EMA, so we do want to see a little bit more support. However, when you look at the volume is getting a lot higher, which is beneficial. So keep GRT in mind. Potential entry somewhere around 13 cents for that push up towards 22 cents. I'm bringing back Torn after ABT. ABT is still in consolidation, but we want to see it hold above the 200 EMA, not get rejected by it and by this downward trend line, which you see here with all these wick offs. Touches, and then does not make it and has to go below the 200 EMA again. Tornado Cash, if you like Bitcoin and you like keeping your money private, Tornado Cash washes a Bitcoin. And so this is starting to build some pressure. And I believe you're going to see a major pop, if not to $25 from $9.40. It does have an all-time high over 400. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Fetch is starting to move a little like XLM and GRT. We want to see it hold above that 200 EMA. We can see that push up to the $1.20 and eventually up to $2 from its current position at 85. And DNT not looking the best. We want to see some consolidation ease up over that 200 EMA. And Prime, we got out of Prime a while ago, which is good because we could see this start creeping downwards, but with the bull market, it could do some consolidation sideways, get some pressure from the CM guppy. These lines right here starting to turn green. If it does not start to turn red, and pushing up over $4, but currently sitting on the sidelines for Prime. That's it for today. If you guys want free airdrop money, use Grass token, reference link below. Free airdrop coins on Coinbase, or Mexi has the lowest trading fees for any platform. Definitely see if you can use it within your area. That's it for this, and I will see you guys on the next one.